Howdy, howdy, howdy. First ground coffee. Good morning. Joke. So we heard the good news about the new GTA game. Suspension silence. Now on the initial message, it didn't say a new. It didn't say GTA 6. It said a new GTA game. And it's confusing. They're not saying it's GTA 6, but they're not saying it's GTA Online Expanded. And if I say expanded, we must think back to the transition to the new gen consoles when they actually claimed it was enhanced and expanded. There's still a question mark what that expansion was. There have been a lot of discussions about GTA 6, and I've always said that they're just gonna keep adding to the online mode, as there is no other. There just is no other. that's just that's just the game now. And if you call GTA 6 a new game, it's probably like GTA 4 and GTA 5 is a new story mode. And they can add or publish a release a new story mode and add that map of that story mode to the GTA Online world. And that would be logical, so they can keep what they already have now and not let players start over from scratch. And many people claim that it's probably that what's gonna happen. But then they might lose a lot of players. And what's weird now is that the timing of the release, it's either that they wanna hop on the Christmas train because it's just so fastly announced and unexpected, or they're actually speaking the truth about their anniversary thing, but then they kind of missed the train and they're gonna be a few months late. What also cannot happen is that the game is gonna release in, let's say, May to June and July, or even August, because that's summertime. That would make no sense at all, because then they would lose a big percentage of players. And if it would be a brand new game with totally new approaches in how it's been played online, then it might be logical to start over. And it would make sense financially to let players buy the new game, which which actually would just be a copy paste then of this one with some upgrades like it has always been. They've always been promoting, that's not the right word, but they've been calling the GTA Online game as a separate entity from the GTA 5 story mode game. And that's where the numbers come out. So if it would be GTA 6, it would be a new map, and adding that to the online mode should be easy. It's just a question of how you travel there. But most talks now are about it being a new game, so probably having to start over. And I don't see the use in starting exactly the same GTA Online mode with a different map. Unless you really have to reconfigure the whole thing. But then, yes, you probably have to start from scratch, which would be pretty devastating for a lot of players. And I think that's where most players are concerned about is, are they going to be able to transform their character? Many players, the money, of course. The money is secondary for me. It's about the statistics and just the whole storyline that you build up. So then there was a mention of GTA Online being dead, as there would be no DLCs. No, I think it's misinterpreted, and GTA Online cannot be dead because that is what the game is. That is the game now. The rest is just all story mode if you put a number behind it. So online mode can be dead, and if they would start over from scratch, I think they would just call it another game because GTA still is Grand Theft Auto, and you can see over the years that they have been putting in some efforts to keep that theft auto in there, because probably the majority of people still do it for the cars and the whole and everything. Now, if it's just a new map for a new story mode that you can buy, like you could buy the the story mode on the new gen. What I mean is with the transition from the old gen to the new gen console, the game of GTA Online was officially split up with the GTA 5 game. So you had to rebuy the game if you got on the new console. So if you bought the story mode, you didn't have the online mode, and vice versa. And I think it would be probably something similar like that. That they would have a new story mode, but that you don't need to buy it to just keep playing the online mode. So is it that? No, that's impossible. The GTA Online has also been called the ever expanding world on certain social club websites or rockstar websites. ever expanding. That means that they're never gonna stop. Then the difference, but the difference in the how I said the monetary situation, how people buy the game, it's changed a lot. If you compare it to 10 years ago when the game launched, or even further, 15 to 20 years ago when everybody was still buying cassettes or DVDs or CDs, and now most consoles are just digital ones. So if they can sell the hardware, they're gonna have to find a new way of selling things, and that's been done with the content in a lot of other games too. And then you can see which games succeed in that and which games don't. Like some games give too much, but then still make money because of other reasons. Some games ask too much, and then they lose players, and then they eventually die. So it's about keeping that balance to keep the players happy. The balance between having things for free and other things that you pay for, and the ways that you can use to actually make money. So the GTA Plus aspect is probably what is going to be their new money generating way of this game. Now I don't think they have I don't think they have the expected amount of players that are actually on the GTA Plus. And that's probably because players like me are still uh, yeah, you just have the game, you have everything, so you don't have a reason to get more because there is nothing more. Like there's now liveries and some clothing and shit that they come out with on GTA Plus, which other players don't have. And yeah, on one hand, it's a good thing, but on the other hand, if they draw the line further and they're gonna just continue with that GTA Plus thing, then you might have eventually have to just become a member, and then the whole gaming industry kind of changes to a membership kind of play, like subscription play, instead of buying a CD every season. Because like for the most games that still do that, they're just dying off because people just got bored with having to buy the game again every year, which the reason probably for the reason for their um, how you say, it's not impatience, it's kind of the opposite. It's just because time speeds up significantly, so your years get shorter, your months get shorter, weeks, hours, days. And if your years get shorter over a decade, you're gonna notice that you're gonna be a lot more annoyed when you have to buy the game again because it's been a lot shorter time that you had in between the two editions. That's only gonna get worse because it's the time's gonna keep speeding up. So they have to get rid of that system of releasing a new game every year, and you already see a lot of game producers hopping on that train. Then of course you had the news where Rockstar purchased the 5M and the other game that had the brand rights for all the car brands. And so, yeah, of course, a lot of speculations went into that being connected to the new GTA, yeah, map or edition, what you may call it. Now, if they're gonna make all the cars official car brands cars looking like it does have a slight appearance to it because towards the current time you've seen the cars become more and more oriented and designed towards a specific model instead of like the older cars that had maybe like two, three, four, five, maybe even models of existing cars and merged into one. And then later on we saw the cars getting more specific and more detailed towards the actual real car. So that would be a good reason to start over with a new game. Now, do they have to drop this map? Not necessarily. You can still add the old map to the new game. But that would be also a kind of a revelating change to games being published as a new game, but then still having old content. But that would it would kind of be comparable to what they do with the older games, and they bring out the indefinite editions and shit like that. And I had the sense that it was kind of like a goodbye to the old games that would probably never come back afterwards, but because the old content is probably gonna be revamped and re-edited and updated and modernized to bring them into the new game and the new online world. So that would mean that you could have Miami, Las Venturas, Las Vegas, and you can have China, China, Japan, or London, Paris. You can have, yeah, you can go all sorts of directions with that. And in the future, the payment is then probably gonna be your subscription to the GTA Plus. So if they have monthly income from all the players just being subscribed, then there's no reason to publish a new game, if you know what I mean. So there's no reason to make a new story mode either, because everyone is just playing their own story now. So you're the main character, you're the lead role, and that will always beat any other game mode or story mode, except you really get a kick from playing someone else. And so I hope that the fact is that we can actually just keep continuing our own character and its development and all that came with that. Or on the other hand, a fresh start could be a fresh wind. Um, but yeah, if you see it as a whole new build up and you have to rebuy everything and yes, that would be a little bit demotivating, let's say. But having the real brand cars might might lift that up. But again, I I would have a very hard time saying goodbye to whatever is in this online mode now, and seeing that online is never going to disappear.
Now that's a pussy wagon
It
right
would only
there.
be logical that they would add to the online map and just keep
Let's
what
find
is
someplace
already
private so we
there.
can get crazy.
So they only need to get rid of glitchers and cheaters. And that's not starting a new game is not it's definitely not
That is a nice looking car.
a guarantee for not having cheaters, because they will always come back. Now having a new system of the game itself, that would maybe
What's
solve
gonna put a
most
smile on your
things.
face?
Alright, I'm busy for the moment. That was it about GTA 6 in my opinion. Thanks for watching.